was really frightening, so here's your boy Lightning, back at it for the first time with a tutorial. Quick notes, I'm not a professional, I just mess around and stuff happens. And I suck at explaining thingies. Secondly, I use Live2D, so all of you align motion users, I don't know if this will be useful. Perhaps, I haven't used AM. Thirdly, you need the Pro version of Live2D Cubism to do this, as it requires more than 30 parameters and sometimes more than 100 layers. Lastly, I guess you don't have to have any experience with the program, but it will be easier to understand if you do. This is separated into 5 parts: PSD making, turning, face, body, and physics! I got them all filmed already, so they shouldn't be too far apart, unless they are. And lastly, this model is from my dear friend the little Fofo Fluff. Hit up in the description and in the pinned comment. She has full rights to this model, and I asked her if I could do this. With all of this out of the way, welcome to part 1. When taking the screenshots, have the character in the default standing pose. Rotate the head back to 1, remove the mouth, fix the eye view to 1, add the background to be any solid color that doesn't match the line art, and start taking pictures. Lastly, take a full body picture of the character. Then import the screenshots into your drawing program. Your drawing program needs to be able to export into a Photoshop document, or a PSD for short. Think of turning angles like trying to make a model sheet for your character. You need the front, left and right 3/4 views, which I like to call default view since it's the view that gacha character comes in, and if you wish, the side views and the back views. For beginners, I'm just sticking with the default angles and the front angle. For more advanced people, go at it! You can even make Y angles. Wait, can you make it like 3D? I need to try it. However, for this I'm trying out the side angles as well. Now, you don't need to draw every part as a different angle, only the ones that drastically change, like the body, the belt, skirt, the head, and the feet. And obviously, if you're doing back views, you need everything in back angles. Also, make sure to edit any turned markings, like if the shirt has a logo on it, make sure it doesn't just flip from left to right. Eyes, nose, blush, accessories, hair, and hands just have to be in the front view. If your model is bald, you can skip this. For hair, separate it into multiple parts for easier movement and physics. If your character has back hair, then don't worry about separating the hair into strands, unless you really want the strand to move. Note, if you're doing side views and or back views, then make sure the back hair is divided into left and right and covers all of the back of the head. Aside from dividing the rear hair into left and right, you can skip the rear hair if there aren't any long strands. If there are, you should separate them for physics. For bangs, I separate them into base, lefts, rights, middle, any combination, upper, hidden, and baby bangs, or however you wanna name them. Separate the ears from the head and make sure the head has line art all around it. For the eyes, I know that some people like to use the preset closed eyes, but I like to close them myself. Don't worry, I'll include both. If you want to close the eyes yourself, you need to separate the eye into the following parts: eye white, iris, pupil, optional, shadow, optional, highlights, upper lash, middle lash, and bottom lash. If you wish for the preset closed eyes, just put them into the PSD. Same with any other custom eyes. For the mouth, I'm just making a separate model file and a PSD for that. For this model, I'll be separating the wrists, but that's because Fofo likes them separated. I normally don't for my models. Also added 2 types of elbows, the front and back view. Sleeves, the necklace, earrings, and leaves will also be separated for physics reasons. Here are breakdown sheets of the model. That's it for the PSD. I think I covered everything. This has been your boy Lightning, so chowky! I'll see you next week. Maybe.